First, we're going to go over removing and replacing the fixed cog. And the first step in this process is with a set of lock ring pliers. You have to loosen the lock ring itself. And please note that's a reverse thread, so you'll be loosening it in a clockwise direction. And then the fixed cog, if it's been ridden at all, is going to be on there very, very hard. You need a chain whip. Put that in place. That's the standard threading, so it will come off in a counterclockwise direction. Break that free, and then you can just, the rest of it you can take off by hand. And I know the close-up in this video is not, maybe not enough to help you, but if you pay attention, you'll see the two different steps of threads, one for the cog and one for the fixed, the lock ring. So then to reinstall, just simply screw the cog on, being very careful not to mess up the threads on the aluminum hub shell. And then you'll want to snug that down well with the chain whip. It will tighten by itself when you ride, but you don't want that to happen because then it would be loose against the lock ring. It wouldn't be tight. The lock ring would not be in place correctly. So now you put the lock ring on. Again, remember, reverse thread. So to tighten, it'll be in a counterclockwise position. And here again, using the lock ring pliers, apply a good bit of torque to snug that down tightly so that when you do backpedal on your fixed gear, the cog doesn't come off on you. Now we're going to take the freewheel off. This one's a little more straightforward. You'll need a freewheel puller tool for the particular freewheel that you have. Put that in a vise or use a long wrench and simply breaks free. That one, the freewheel is on there tight simply from the pedaling action. That's a pretty straightforward process. Put it back on. Just, again, start it very carefully. Make sure that you've got it on going straight. Don't cross thread the threads on the hub. Screw it down. And if you want, you can snug it down with a chain tool on the, for a freewheel. You can also just ride the bike. It'll tighten down the first time you start pedaling, but this is a good way to snug it down. And don't forget, always grease the threads.